The South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has cleared his country will not be bullied by the United States. His statement has come out just days after the American President Donald Trump threatened to cut funding to South Africa over a Land Reform Act. Now, Donald Trump claimed on Sunday, without providing any evidence whatsoever, that South Africa is confiscating land and is also treating certain classes of people very badly, referring to the act that is named as addressing the racial disparities in land ownership. Cyril Ramaphosa did not refer to Trump directly, but talked about the rising global tensions in his annual State of the National Address.
We are witnessing the rise of nationalism, protectionism, the pursuit of narrow interests, and the decline of common cause. This is the world that we, as South Africa, a developing economy, must now navigate. But we are not daunted to navigate our path through this world that constantly changes. We will not be deterred. We are, as South Africans, a resilient people, and we will not be bullied.
And that part where he said that South Africa will not be bullied was met with applause and cheers by members of the parliament and others attending the event. The South African President Cyril Ramaphosa last month had signed a bill that stipulates that the government may, in certain circumstances, offer nil compensation for property that it decides to expropriate in public interest. Now, Donald Trump alleged that South Africa's leadership was actually hurting people's rights and was carrying out atrocities against certain groups of people.
The leadership is doing some terrible things, horrible things. So that's under investigation right now. We'll make a determination. And until such time as we find out what South Africa is doing, they're taking away land, they're confiscating land, and actually they're doing things that are perhaps far worse than that.
Now, land ownership is a contentious issue in South Africa, with most farmland still owned at this moment by the white people, more than 3 decades since the system of apartheid came to an end in South Africa. Now, efforts to redress the inequality has attracted criticism from the Conservatives. And WION's correspondent Calden Ongo has been tracking the story very closely for us and has sent us this report from Johannesburg. Listen in.
President Cyril Ramaphosa delivered his first State of the Nation address as the head of the Government of National Unity on Thursday evening. With the formation of GNU, this year's address was delivered in a new political climate. Ramaphosa faced the nation and addressed the masses with a lot on his plate. The last few weeks hasn't been easy for him, with his Rwandan counterpart lashing at him for his alleged threat. And then there's US President Donald Trump announcing that all funding to South Africa will be stopped because he believes South Africa is doing really bad things, confiscating land from certain class of people. Despite the clarification from Pretoria, it seems like Trump administration is not budging. On Thursday, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio wrote on his social media platform X that he will not be attending the G20 summit in Johannesburg. Back to President's address, although Ramaphosa's target was not specified, he said that South Africa will not be bullied and will defend its national interest and sovereignty. In his address, he hinted at the need to seek out and bolster alternative relationships in these unprecedented times. Political parties at home expressed mixed views post the address. This is Calden Ongo from Johannesburg, South Africa for WION World is One.